Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Edit Asian 2020, and on YouTube, my name is Gab Slick. So I'm doing another tutorial, called Match Beat, and you may be asking, Gab Slick, what is Match Beat on Beat? What Match Beat is when you're editing, like this, for example, and you play a song. I'm gonna do a part two, um, of what to not to do when you're using a song or beating. So basically, this is part one, and I'm gonna make a second one later, like tonight probably or today or something like that. But part one, we're gonna show you the correct way to do it, and then part two is gonna be the way what to not to do when you're mash beating. So I have this song from YouTube. I hope it's not copyright, but like if it is, oh well. It's not like I'm getting paid anyways. I don't even have 1,000 subscribers. But anyways, we are so what match beat is basically is where you take clips of your what you're editing. So I have this Gohan going to, and this Gohan right here, this Goku right here, and this is mostly match beat is basically of you making a flow. Now I'll talk about flow in the third episode. Not third episode, but whenever I get into it. So let's say you've been editing for about like a month now, and your edits are doing good. That you think you're doing good. But some people, when I see other editors who are very low or who just started, I see some editors with the song to choose, but their edits are not on match with the beat. That's what I'm saying. So if we play this right now, I don't have everything. I have no transitions. I have none of that. I only have multiple clips that match with the beat, and this is for example. So if we play this, hit the song. We see how everything kind of like goes into the beat, and it plays very well. So how to do this successfully? Basically, what you want to do, you want to choose a song, and all you have to do. There are some songs that are like, if you see the beginning part, like right here, there's no beat. It's just like a maybe the intro of the song or something like that. And then when it gets to the beat, the if you look right here, where the line is at, where I'm basically at, there it goes up. You see how skinny this is, and now do you see how it takes up the space on the purple? That means the beat is going to drop. And basically when the beat drops, that's when you want to match with the beat. Now sometimes it doesn't fill the area, like for this one for example, right here. It's small, but you still want to put a transition right here. You don't want to skip it, because if you skip it, it would just kind of look, your edits will look fine at the end of the day, but it would just kind of be like a little off. You want everything to be, you want everything to match. And then there's one right here, and I didn't bother doing this end part because I just want to quickly get through this and explain as fast as I can, and I don't want the tutorial to be too long about match beat. And I will make a part two of this, what to not to do basically. This is kind of example of what to not to do right here at the end. So yeah, but this is part one, and this is everything that you want to do. So once you find all the match beat and what part of the song you want, because depending how long the song is, you can't edit the whole song, if you know what I mean, because one, that will waste a lot of time on you, and two, it would just take a very, very long time to finish, and you don't want that. You want to at least try to finish it at least a decent and good amount of time. Right now, this only ends in 4 seconds. There's some edits that is over a minute. There's some edits that is over 30 seconds. I think the optimal way to edit is edit at least a song for at least 15 seconds, or you could edit a song that you really really like. So let's say for me, for example, I like the song. Let's just say, what should I say? Let's say Travis Scott, right? And I like the song. Travis Scott. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Or not scratch that. Let's say
Yeah.
Drake. Let's say 0 to 100. Let's say if I like that song and there's a specific part I want to edit, or you could download the song, which I did for this song right here on YouTube. I downloaded the song and I played throughout the song and I see what part do I want. Do I want this part? Do I want the beginning? Do I want the middle? And do I want the end? And once you find your part of that song, for the beginning, next is to find the end part. How long do you want the edit for? Do you want the edit to go 15 seconds? Do you want the edit to go 20 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute? So once you figure that out, you have your and now once you figure out all that, now what you want to do is you want to cut the parts out of the song. And how to do that, let's say if I extend this, how to cut a part out, let's say if I don't want this extra part, right? And this is my endpoint. You want to come here, you want to select the song like this. And if you look at the bottom screen, there should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, yeah, seven like symbols down here, right? And this is basically what is called cut, or so cut in the middle. You basically that cuts in the middle of two. There you go. If you want to cut two pieces of the time piece or the song or whatever, the clip, that's the way you do. Let's go back. The right one is just to cut whatever is towards the right. So if I click the right, boom, boom. Now all that chunk is gone, right? Now let's go back. Now if I click the one on the left, it's going to cut the one on the left. Boom, just like that. So once you find your piece, make sure you cut the song that you don't want. So let's say if I don't want this extra chunk, I click the right one, boom. And now I got my area, I got my clips, put in my clips. And now, what you want to do now, so you want to find a beat. So let's say this beat right here. What is always 100% to do when you're editing a song or a flow edit, you always want to put these timestamps. So what is a timestamp, you ask? Well, timestamp is basically where you want that clip to end, or you could put a timestamp on the beat. So, for example, on iPhones they don't have this little symbol. If you look next to the play, to the right one, all the way down the right. So this is the play button right here, and this is a timestamp. They don't have this on iPhone no more. They want to have it on tablets, I believe now. So if I click this, boom, now the line is red, and it stays there too. You see how it stays now? Now there's actually a red line, and that is a timestamp. So from here to here, this is where you want to edit, or you want to put a beat, or you want to focus on this. Basically, this tells you to focus on this clip and the beat. So for here to here, this is where I want the beat to stop at, or just like there's a timestamp. So now you got your timestamp. You want to do the same for the rest of the beat. So there's one right here. This will be a timestamp right here, and it will also help you to put a flow in, like when you're doing a transition. So depending how long the beat is, or like how long it reach, you want to put that timestamp right here. So let's do one right here. And then you can see I could cut this Goku part out. Or maybe it won't let me, but yeah, it won't let me. Okay, so, and then now you see how long the beat is right here. You want to click another timestamp right here. Boom. Now you got all your timestamp. And you want to work around the edits like right here to all the way at the end. You don't have to put a timestamp at the end because it's already at the end, if you know what I'm saying. So you don't really have to put one right there. So the only time you want to put a time stamp is when you're going to do a transition, or when you go to the next transition basically. And also, speaking of transition, this will also very help you. The timestamp will also help you. So there's sometimes moments where you're trying to put the key fragment at the end, but you go right here. That's why the timestamp is saying like, hey, stop right here, put a key fragment right here, and then we could go back by 10, which would be right here. You could also put a key fragment right here. But let's say if you forgot where you put that key fragment, right? So basically, you want to do this. You want to go back. And then once you place that key fragment, you want to place a timestamp right there. Now, you're questioning, why you have two timestamps right here? Well, that's because when you put a key fragment down and you can't see it, as you can see, you can't really see the key fragment, right? So now, since you put a timestamp, that timestamp is basically telling you, hey, you have a key fragment right here. Please don't forget about me. It's basically saying the timestamp is kind of like the older brother of a key fragment. Kind of, not really. But it's also telling you, hey, don't forget that you have a key fragment right here for transition. So this is the first transition, and this is the second. Or key fragment 1, key fragment 2. And so when you do a transition, let's do a right transition, just like this. Boom. And let's come here. And now what you could do is that you could place a key fragment right here. Boom. And you could place another timestamp right here for the key fragment. And then you could go +10, put a timestamp right here. And now you can see where's your key fragment at. Now this time frame right here is a bit off. It's supposed to be on the beat, but I believe it's like right here. I think it's right here, I guess. Same spot, I guess. And now you have the key fragments. Now you know where your key fragment is at, and you basically can tell where to put your transitions at if you wanted to. So I'm gonna put title right here. Oh, sorry. If you don't know where title is, go watch my first tutorial. And I show where title and motion blur is at, basically telling you what to do and what to not do and stuff. My first tutorial ever. I'll probably link it down, or you could just go to my channel, and stuff like that. So we're gonna do this, do the exact same, like this, boom, and now. We're gonna go graph. Let's just go graph. Let's do this and this. Let's do this and this. Boom. Now you have key fragments, and as you can see how it flows with the beat. And when you're doing a transition, it also depends on transition what you want to do. If you want to go up, or you want to zoom in on the beat, that's fine too. So let's do this one for a zoom in. So let's do zoom in transition. Don't forget to put your timestamp. And on iPhone, how to do it? All you have to do is click on the time where the time is at, and that's how you get your time or timestamp, just like this. So now if we go back to 31, and then I could place a key fragment right here, and then I could just zoom in, not too much, but let's like right here, put a key fragment right here, key fragment right here, timestamp. Let's do zoom out. Let's go here. Let's do the same like this. And when you're always doing a transition, always do the same graph. Unless you want to change the graph, and that's fine. But I personally always do the same exact graph. Okay, now let's play this. It should match with the beat. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Looks really, really, really good. And let's just do titles, mirror, motion blur, 70. And then for the last one, we won't worry about that. It's just, I want to keep this short as possible. So, and explain myself. So, yeah, there you go. That's going to be part 1 for now. And, part 2, I will show you what to not to do. How, of match beat and stuff. This is part 1 of what to do. And part 2 is not, oh my god, the words. Part two is to not what to do on a match when you're doing a flow or doing a transition. I don't know why that was so hard to say. I am so sorry. But yeah, I'll just leave that there for bloopers, I guess. So yeah, please subscribe, share and like, and yeah, I hope your day was good today. I hope if you are having a bad day, I hope my stuttering and my mistakes make you a little bit laugh, I guess. So yeah, I hope you guys are having a good day, and please subscribe and share the video, and stay tuned for part 2. So yeah, peace.